So it would seem on the last update, a couple of you have been having some problems, and I looked on the forums, and one particular problem was from an update, a couple of updates back, a new feature, well not a new feature, a feature that DJI put on the home screen on the controller. So that's what we're out here today to do, is to test that feature, and I'll explain as we go on in the video what it's all about. Let's do this. So hello and welcome once again to the channel, and as I've just said, it's a little bit windy out here today. I've come out here to test the Fly app and one of the features on the home screen. Just start the screen recording and then we can show you exactly what I'm on about. So before I actually do this test, we need to be up in the air for it to work. Okay, so we're going to get the Mini 4 up. Like I say, it is a little bit windy. Get the Mini 4 up in the air and then we'll show you exactly what it's all about. I'll just move it up out of the way. So the feature that I'm talking about is this new return to home feature. If you press the icon on the screen, as you can see there, it says land, return to home, update home point. Okay, so on my controller and my drone, it's actually showing, as you can see on screen, it's there. But I'll put a little screenshot up of one of the problems that somebody's been having to give you an idea exactly what's going on. But what I thought I would do was just very quickly run through the process with you out there, because basically if I click update home point, I'm actually stood where I took off from, and if you want to update the controller, you do actually have to move, because it's pointless, because all it will do is it'll update it to where I'm actually stood now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fly the drone out a little bit. I'll just cancel that, and I'll cancel that. So I'm actually 140 feet away, okay? And if you go onto the icon there, as you can see, you can land it, can return it to home, or it can update the home point. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just walk along this path just here, and then what you should be able to see is that the controller will actually move. Okay, so just take a short walk. As you can see, that home point in the compass there is moving. And now if I go into update home point and select controller, home point updated. It's just updated the home point. So if we just check again, you can see now that that's actually moved to the controller. Yeah, that's very odd. So in that first test, you could see that I didn't actually have the controller tethered to my phone. So my thoughts were it wasn't actually getting the maps in view as it should be doing. So I thought, right, the second test, we'll try it with the iPhone connected to the controller. Now what I have done is I've enabled, as you can see just there, I've enabled my iPhone, so it's getting the GPS it needs. Just get that back to where we were. Okay, right, let's get this little fella in the air and see if there's a problem or not. So the home point's been updated to where I'm at the moment. I've got the drone in the center on the compass. It is quite windy as well out there. Okay, so we're, I don't know, 190 feet away. And basically that, as you can see, that's working as it should. Update the home point is in where it should be. If I just press return to home, it will come straight back to me where I'm stood now, because that's where the home point was. So I'm just going to cancel that. I'm going to walk down a little way down this path, and then hopefully we'll get to change the home point to where the controller is. As you can see on the screen, that icon is moving. Let me just change the view. He's fighting the wind, the Mini 4 Pro is today. Right, as you can see, strong wind mornings. I'm only up at 30 feet. So let's update the home point. I want to select controller. No satellite positioning signal on mobile. Well, that doesn't make any sense because I've got my phone tethered to it.
Home point updated.
So it says it's been updated. If we just look back in the map, it's not actually working, because it's showing where it was back there. So if I click OK again,
Home point updated.
it says it's updated. Right, let's just hit return to home.
Return to home.
And see where it actually goes. As you can see, that's not where I'm stood now. It's going back to where I originally took off from.
Landing.
Okay, so it's on its way down. Just going to cancel that. So although that feature is still where it should be, it doesn't actually seem to be working. I'm just going to try something else. Bear with me. Right, I'm just going to knock the Wi-Fi off. See if it makes any difference. I don't think it will, to be honest with you. Right, let's just try it again. And I don't know why it's actually doing that, because it shouldn't be doing that at all. But as you can see on the compass, I've actually moved away from, as I did before, I've actually moved away from the original home point. As you can see, pointing exactly at the drone, and it's telling me that the home point is west. So it's going to update home point, try controller, no satellite positioning, move to open area. I can't be I can't be in any more open than where I'm at now. As you can see, we're out in the middle of the field. So I don't really know. I'm going to try and drag it to where I'm roughly stood. This really is bizarre. It doesn't really make any sense whatsoever. See, if I select aircraft, which I have done, it's done it. Set controller, no satellites. So it doesn't matter whether I've got Wi-Fi turned on or off. It doesn't make any sense. That's really weird. Now, I can't understand why it's actually doing this, whether it is a problem with the latest update. What I am going to do a little bit later on today is I'm going to come out with the RCN2 controller, the one obviously where you put your phone in, and that will then let me know whether it's the controller that's the problem, because obviously when you're using your phone with a controller, it's got its own GPS. But as you saw in the video, I'd got the Wi-Fi on, I got it connected to my personal hotspot on the phone, and it still wouldn't have it. And I did walk a fair way, 50 feet or so, so it should have updated to the controller, but there seems to be some issue with it. I've come back out now with the RCN2 controller, Mini 4 Pro, and do exactly the same test. Okay, let's just take it out a little bit. Up a little bit. I think we was about a couple of 100 feet out. Okay, so I'm going to start walking down the field. Let me just spin it round so you can see where I'm at. You can see the home point just there, and you should see that green dot and the home point start to get a bit of distance with it. You see it's starting to move slowly now. I just wanted to come out and test this to see if it's the actual controllers or it's the actual 1.17.1 that's the problem. Okay, that should be far enough now. So let's have a look. Update home point, controller. As you can see, that's moved. Click OK.
Home point updated.
Home point updated. We'll just check on the map as well. So you can see where I originally took off from, and it's now updated to the controller. Okay, we're just going to go back to where I originally took off from. It is a bit windy, so excuse any of the issues with the wind noise. As you can see, I'm not facing the drone, but I'll turn the controller. As you can see, I've just turned the controller to face the drone. The compass is working absolutely spot on. Okay, see there's a distance between us. We'll do the same thing, update the home point. It should go to where that controller is now. Click OK.
Home point updated.
And that works absolutely fine. So we'll just do a quick return to home.
Return to home.
So that's working absolutely spot on. So I don't know whether it's something to do with the RC2 controller, but as you can see, that working absolutely fine with
Landing.
RCN2. Let's cancel that. So there we go. I think the proof's in the pudding. There seems to be a bit of an issue with the latest fly up on the RC2 controller. So after both of those tests, I decided to give my old mate a ring, good friend of the channel, Gavin, and ask his opinions and to see whether his controller was actually on 1.17.1. And luckily enough, he's not updated his controller and he was on actually 1.17.0. So that gave me a good opportunity to prove whether it was actually 1.17.1 is the problem with the actual controller itself. So let's have a quick look at that video. So you can see just there 1.17.0, and it's got an update available, which is not done at the moment. So it clicks into go fly, and basically we're up hovering at around 68 meters. And basically you can see on screen there, he's walking away from the home point with the controller, and that's what I've done exactly in the two tests that I did before, and also with the RCN2 controller. And then he updates the home point, as you can see just here. Update the home point, and that's successfully updated, and then it flies back, return to home, as you can see on the bottom of the screen there. So it would seem that I have a problem with the controller, the RC2, and the latest fly up 1.17.1. Maybe you can let me know down in the comments if you've had this problem or not, whether you've tested it out or you care to go out and try it and let me know whether you've got the same issue. It's very bizarre. I've never had the maps fail with the RC2 controller, especially having it tethered to the iPhone as well. But as you saw in the video, with the RCN2 controller and the phone attached, it was absolutely fine. It worked spot on, and that was on 1.17.1. So it's a bit of a mystery. I will contact DJI sometime this week and see what they've got to say about it, and I shall let you know, hopefully, in the next video, if there's unless there's an update, of course. So there we go. That's the video wrapped up. Bit of a long one today, but I just wanted to put it out there just to make you aware that there is a problem, or I've got a problem with it. Like I say, you guys out there might not have an issue. If you found the video useful and informative, as always, don't forget, give us the old thumbs up. And if you're new around here, why don't you consider subscribing, dinging the dong, and all the rest of it that goes with it. I'm sure you know me by now. And you might like to watch those couple of videos I've chosen for you over there. And if you do, I shall see you over there. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.